I was underweight on that fight. I'm just weighing 143, like.
And that was for 47?
143, 142, yeah.
What was the fight contracted at?
147.
47, right? Yeah. Were you shocked at how? I mean, no fight is easy, but at home looking at it, it was easier than we thought it was gonna be. Were you shocked about that after it was over?
No, the result of the fight, we really expected that.
Okay.
Because we find a guy like De La Hoya style, like our sparring. Our sparring, like
really?
we find like, and then for 4 months, like I studying like perfectly, accurately, I delivered. That's why I'm very confident to win the fight.
Pacquiao, Mayweather. What would have been different had they fought, let's just say 5 years earlier? Because everybody believed they wanted that fight. We had been clamoring for that fight for 5, 10 years. Had they fought 5 years earlier, is the outcome any different?
Let's just say it would have probably been a controversial decision.
Okay.
You know, like a closer fight. But I still think that Floyd probably would have pulled it off.
So, did you underestimate Manny? Did you understand what he was? I think he moved up from what, 106 to 112 and had blown through everybody. Sure. 22, 20, 30, 35, 40, 47. So you didn't underestimate him. You knew what he got Pac-Man that name for. He got that name for a reason.
Oh yeah, I underestimated him, but it didn't matter. Even if I was a dead man walking. I couldn't.
Why not take the fight at 54?
I don't think they would have done it because he was like you said, he was coming up in weight. It was probably too much at the time. But even at 54, he probably still would have beat me. No shame in my game.
Oscar De La Hoya recently revealed the shocking rise of Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao has made a name for himself as one of the most relentless fighters in boxing today. The Filipino boxing legend conquered the sport, gaining titles one division at a time, taking on the legends of the sport during his era. The Hall of Fame great has continued boxing even at 47, with perhaps his biggest fight all set to take place later this year. Pacman is busy in the gym training with the best, and it looks like he's here to prove a point. Recent reports have revealed that Manny is training with former opponent Oscar De La Hoya and his team ahead of his highly anticipated rematch with Floyd Mayweather. Manny is taking absolutely zero chances in this rematch as he wants to prove to the world that he's the best and that Mayweather Jr. won the first fight in 2015 purely by chance. Manny has shared plenty of clips from the gym and he looks incredibly sharp and fast for his age. Even in his mid-40s, Manny has the mindset of a champion, and fighting every bout like a championship fight is what he strives for the most. This man loves the sport more than anything else, and has achieved almost everything boxing has to offer, except one thing, beating Floyd Mayweather. This rematch with Floyd offers him the golden opportunity to cement his name in the history books.
Is it like a goal of yours to be the oldest champ, to retire as a champion and a Hall of Famer also as well, like to win the belt and be like, hey, you know, oldest welterweight champ, first one to do it, that's a Hall of Famer, I'm good.
Oh, this is another history of boxing, like in my career. The very important fight for me to win, because first time of Hall of Famer to win another world title, and also breaking my own record, the oldest welterweight champion.
In an interview, Pacman revealed that he felt bad when he first retired in 2021. He felt that he could keep going for a few more years. However, now that he has returned, he feels that retiring for a couple of years was the best decision he made. He talked about feeling energized and rejuvenated after returning to training, and that he's got back the speed and power.
What was the moment that you decided to come back? Like, can you describe that moment when you're like, you know what? I want to come back to the ring. Like, tell me about that moment.
Yeah, I tell you this. When I announced my retirement 2021, like 4 years ago, I feel so bad. Like, I can, because I still have in my heart, in my mind, that I can still fight. Like, I can work hard. I can still dedicate myself in training, focus in training. And but I don't regret that I announced retirement on 2021 because it's good for my body to rest for a couple of years and then come back.
For you, Manny, what's been the hardest part of this process of coming back, being retired, getting back into shape, and going into this? What's the hardest part?
The hardest part is like burning the fats in your body.
You're always in shape, though.
Yeah, but that's why I'm always wearing like suit, sauna suit, like in jogging, training, to burn all the fats because fats can make you slow. So
Oh, you're feeling good. You look good.
I feel good. Like I feel fast. I feel the strength is still there.
Manny shared some more insights from training camp, stating that he's putting in everything to return to full fitness. When asked about how much longer he can fight professionally, Manny refused to divulge too much, stating that he's taking it one step at a time.
Fred's looking for a hug over here. Fred's looking for a hug.
Fred lost weight.
Yeah, it's too early.
He looks familiar. He looks familiar.
Never too early for you.
Back to work again.
How, honestly, how you feeling? How much longer do you think you can go?
Right now, I can still do what I'm doing before, like in training, excuse me, hard work. In fact, my team right now, they're watching me to stop the
They're trying to slow you down.
They slow me down because sometimes too much. They told me that you need to give your body rest, like relax, not too much. You can't do that like every day pushing it to a hard work to the limit. Like it's not like that before. It's not like that compared before.
But do you think like, oh, you know what? I think I have 2 more fights. I feel good. I think I could do this another year and a half, 2 years.
Right now, it's hard to say like, oh, I can still have 2 fights, 3 fights like that. But all I can say like one at a time. Like I always ask from the Lord the strength, protection, guidance, good health.
Manny has also enlisted legendary trainer Freddie Roach to prepare for the rematch with Floyd. In an interview with Andre Ward, Manny dropped a few more insights, stating that he loves training whether he's fighting or not. His dedication in the gym keeps him going and has fueled his decision to continue fighting.
What did Freddie Roach say when you called him and said, Freddie, we're gonna fight again? What did he say to you? Remember?
Yeah, he's happy. He's just observing me, and then he saw my speed, my movement like that still there. The fire in my eyes to work out, to discipline like that. And I'm still enjoying training. Like nothing's changed about, I don't get lazy in terms of sacrifices, training every morning, every day like that. But I'm enjoying it, like before.
It's amazing watching you today, just the hunger, the speed, and just going through your workout because, Manny, I was done, 33. I said goodbye to the game. You 46.
Yeah. That's the evidence of you being a passionate with the sports. Like it's a like part of your life, a boxer, like to fight. And I grow in boxing. As long as I'm still enjoying the training, I'm happy continuing my career.
Speaking of the rematch, Manny has made it clear that this upcoming fight is going to be a real fight, with the result going on the records of both fighters. In an interview with ESPN, Pacman revealed that over a decade after the first fight, he gained enough experience and feels that he has figured out the code to beat Mayweather. He also proclaimed that there are no excuses and he'll give his best shot come fight night.
it just happened that I'm still active in boxing, and he come out from retirement, so and he decided to do it again. So this is it. Like I'm so excited for the fight.
It's going to be in the Sphere. It's going to be a first of its kind event. The last time you and Mayweather stepped into a ring, it was 2015, over a decade ago. Is there anything you can learn from that fight heading into September's bout?
Oh yeah, I learned a lot on that fight. Way back 2015, I think we become mature right now, and how to handle it, and like, I hope that it will not happen again, like the way it is last 2015. It's the experience is like not really 100%, but I'm hoping for this time around no more excuses, especially to my condition, and also for everything. Like I'm so excited and ready to the fight. Although before he wants an exhibition with me, but I disagree, and I don't want to fight with exhibition with him. I want to fight a real fight like this. So this is it. Like this is what I'm waiting for.
Manny Pacquiao also rubbished rumors about age putting a dent in his performance. Speaking of his fitness, Manny revealed that training and other outdoor activities have ensured that he stays fit past 40. He believes that he can give his best come fight night.
So, Manny, you mentioned not being 100% the first time around. I think it was a shoulder, right? Was it a shoulder issue that you were fighting through, popped up during training? To the fans who are excited about this, but a little bit worried about another injury coming up, because we're all 11 years older than we were back in 2015. To them and their concerns, you say what?
Well, both of us are disciplined fighters, so him and me, we taking care of our body, and we always work out almost every day, and playing basketball like that. So right now, I still can fight. Like I feel like I'm still young. I mean. Yeah. Nothing.
Many experts have shared their opinion and prediction for the fight. Oscar De La Hoya believes this will be a more exciting and entertaining fight rather than a grudge rematch. When asked to share a prediction, he quickly picked Mayweather to win, stating that he doesn't see anyone beating the defensive wizard. He also pointed out that Pacquiao's recent fights, particularly the draw with Marco Barrios, don't make him the favorite to win.
I mean, wow. I'm baffled. Serious talks with Netflix right now. What's your reaction to two of your former opponents getting back in there in their mid-40s?
Well, maybe I can be the referee. Right? Let me get some action. Yeah, look. The first fight was many years ago, right?
Yeah.
And it was an okay fight. Now they're gonna do it again. Apparently, it's all entertainment. That's the way I see it. It's all entertainment. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be an exhibition or a real fight with real rules, small boxing gloves. I don't know what they're gonna choose, but if they make it a real fight with the real rules, then yeah, it's an okay night for boxing.
Who would you back? Who do you think would win it? If it's a real fight, because that's what Pacquiao wants, it seems.
Yeah, I think Mayweather will. I think Mayweather will take it. Yeah, one thing about Mayweather you have to understand is he's always taking care of himself. Like his body, physically, mentally, he's always been very sharp and always staying in the gym and doing something physically, right? That's the big advantage he has. I mean, he's an athlete. He's a world-class athlete. Watching Pacquiao's last fight, yeah, you kind of feel bad. You kind of feel bad for him, and even though he did win and he did, I guess, pull off a surprise in his last fight with a draw against the world champion. But still, you tend to kind of like feel bad because it's not the same Pacquiao. It's definitely not the same Pacquiao I faced. That's for sure. The one that put me on my stool in the 9th round. But I still think that Mayweather will pull this one off. I mean, if it does happen.
Manny Pacquiao's former trainer was also recently asked about the rematch, and he confirmed that Manny indeed had a torn shoulder during the first fight, and that he always wanted to fight Mayweather again. He pointed out that a rematch looks much different than the first fight. While both fighters have lost speed, they've gained more experience after all these years and will put up a more technical performance. When asked about Manny's game plan for the rematch, he stated that the Filipino boxer will overwhelm Floyd Mayweather with power and speed. He didn't disregard money though, pointing out that he's the more skillful fighter. He also brought up Manny's desire to take revenge for the defeat in the first fight. He claimed that Manny has kept his revenge bottled up for over a decade, and we could see him take it all out on Floyd in the upcoming rematch. Manny's ex-trainer also decided to play some mind games with Floyd, claiming that his 50-0 undefeated record was worthless. He claimed that Floyd didn't fight all of his bouts against pro boxers, bringing up his final victory over Conor McGregor.
You gotta come on the screen, say hello. If not, you gotta be quiet.
He been to the girl collection before, right?
Yeah.
At the door, and I missed his show. My apologies.
Hey, everybody.
You been 5 racks at the girl collection?
This is really a lot of spotlight. How you doing? Nice to meet you.
Give it a go.
Is you
Jimmy,
here?
nice to meet me. I thought you met me before.
I have not got to meet you yet.
Well, who was the dude that you had meet me at girl collection?
That was Desi Banks. Wow. He's another funny black guy. I'm okay.
He's another funny
I'm really trustworthy. Ain't I?
Very trustworthy.
I'm from Kansas City.
Okay.
Well, what's up, G?
Bro.
What's good with it?
Floyd, I heard Canelo is really beating up his sparring partners. That's what Alicia asked him. And that's when that man, he said, well, no disrespect, but I ain't no effing sparring partner.
You good, bro? Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. You good? I ain't tripping on nothing. Shit, you see what they gave me yesterday? See what I had to pay them yesterday?
Bro, 18 million?
I'm retired.
But you could write that in a check, though. You just wrote a check for 18 million. People do that. One, I'm surprised you have checks.
Actually, and this is the truth, I'm not lying. Those are quick little temporary checks. I told them give me 12, because if anybody know about business, you don't keep that type of money in just regular account. So I had to wire the money from somewhere.
Okay.
So I wired the money to the account, and when I wired it to the account, I went straight to the bank. I go to the bank myself to make sure shit get done. Because the thing is this, I can't make all the money unless somebody else do all the dictating and do all the controlling.
Yeah.
My tax attorney said, this is what we need. At first he had told me he needed, I thought it was 17, like 9995, something like that. A day later, it said 18, over 18.
It's no secret that Floyd Mayweather is the overwhelming favorite to win the fight. After the first victory, very few pros are willing to back Manny Pacquiao. However, Manny's not alone. Gabe Rosado thinks Manny could put up a spectacular performance. Rosado pointed out that both fighters are slower now because of their age, which could make this fight more interesting to watch. However, there is a mystery surrounding Floyd's abilities and skills since we haven't seen him in the ring. He thinks Manny can beat Floyd since he still has the flow. Rosado is interested in this fight and thinks it'll be a great fight to time into.
You know, it's going to be, I think it's going to even be a better fight this time, only because, you know, obviously they're going to be, you know, they slow down. You know, Floyd can't, I don't think he's going to be able to move as much as he used to. And then, you know, Pacquiao still kind of got that flow with him. You know, he showed it in Barrios fight. So, like, I think we know what Pacquiao's going to bring to the table is going to be more interesting what Floyd got. You know what I'm saying? And Floyd still got those movements. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, Pacquiao's more of like the straight up fighter, where Floyd relied a lot on his speed.
Yeah.
We know that shit go. Like, you're not gonna have speed. You're not gonna have speed when you're 50.
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, I think it's gonna be a very competitive fight just because of the both of them slowing down. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm gonna enjoy that fight.
I'm gonna enjoy it too. You gonna make the trip out here to go watch it?
I probably might, man. I probably might. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be at the what is it
Sphere.
called?
At
Yeah,
the
that's
Sphere.
wild.
Yeah, I think this is the first boxing event at the Sphere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's wild, man. But look, man, these are two guys that, like, I know people look at their age and go like, man, they old as hell. But you gotta think about it. Like, they both live healthy lifestyles. Floyd's not a drinker. Floyd's not that type of guy. He don't do drugs, and neither does Pacquiao. And these are guys that they're legends, and they always stay fit. You never see them look, overweight or anything like that, man. So yeah, they're up there in age, man. But at the same time, these are guys that really take care of their bodies. And let's not forget, Bernard Hopkins became world champion at 48. And Bernard Hopkins was beating Pascal. He was beating young dudes. He was looking good just on his experience and his his respect for the game. So I really think this is going to be a good.
Lonnie B was also asked to share his thoughts on this rematch. Lonnie B was brutally honest about Floyd making a professional comeback. He believes that the rematch with Manny Pacquiao is purely a strategic decision on Floyd's part. He claims that Pacquiao's hard-fought draw with Mario Barrios allowed Floyd to take an easy decision on giving Pacquiao the rematch he so desperately craves. Lonnie thinks that the rematch allows Floyd to gauge his strengths and stamina before taking a decision on fighting professionally. Besides, the rematch will guarantee him a big purse, allowing him to clear part of his debt. Lonnie made a pretty controversial statement claiming that Floyd can easily beat younger boxers who are just entering their prime. He mentioned Floyd defeating the likes of Ryan Garcia. Lonnie sees Floyd hitting two birds with one stone with this upcoming rematch with Manny Pacquiao.
Well, speaking of old Floyd, he's 49 years old.
Yes.
It was just announced all over social media today.
Yeah.
That he's going to be rematching Manny Pacquiao in September at the Sphere. What do you think about him coming out of retirement and fighting professionally and against Pacquiao, no less?
Well, one thing about Floyd is very strategic. I believe he's seen something in that Mario Barrios fight that he like, oh yeah, I'm good. Like, I'm good. Actually, my personal opinion, I think Floyd can come back and beat a lot of these guys.
Like who?
I think he'll beat Barrios. I think he'll beat Ryan Garcia. I think his experience and his boxing IQ, and it seems like Floyd, it seemed like his body is still like, fresh. He had 9 years off. And Floyd is one of them guys who stay in the gym. Don't let Floyd fool you. He stays in the gym. He's been doing this since he was a kid. It's impossible for him to stay away from the gym. So he stays in the gym, brother. He just playing around. Even if he stay mentally in boxing, that's still you staying in the gym. And those who box know what I'm talking about. Like, just always watching and always thinking and always playing around. Floyd is a computer. So I believe he's seen something in the Pacquiao fight, and in the Mario Barrios Pacquiao fight, and said, oh, and the money they giving away now? Oh, let me go steal some more money. They said he have a money trouble. That remains to be seen. But I think he's seen something in these young fighters, and he see, nah, they can't beat me. They ain't this. Floyd come from the era of boxing when boxing was for real. Where if you was in the top 10, that means you was for real. Now whoever in the top 10 is whoever likes you. That's who's in the top 10 now. So Floyd's seeing like these guys getting all this money for all this for this little bit of work they do, and they ain't even really doing no work. So I believe that's why he wants to come back, and I also believe, when I heard he probably want to pay off some debt. I heard he might be in debt. So, so I feel like Floyd, allegedly he's in debt. I feel like he's looking and saying, I can kill two birds with one stone.
Floyd and Manny returning to the ring has many people concerned for their health. Josh Mathur, the CEO of Manny Pacquiao Promotions and manager of the Filipino star, recently shed more light on how both fighters are screened and examined before the fight. He explained that both fighters will undergo full body checkups and be covered by insurance for the fight. He also mentioned that both fighters will undergo testing to ensure that this fight is clean and neither one is going to fight under the influence of PEDs.
Same. It's a standard full physical MRI, MRA, the eye exam, blood, EKG. So very standard, like what it is typically. They're getting insurance, so that's not a problem, right? So that there's no concerns or any issues there. You also have to look at their history, right? Their history is look at how many fights they've done, look at how they've performed. They've always shown up. They haven't been, they're not flight risks. So we have to go back into history and look at it. And of course, you see Manny's performance was great.
Yeah, and going back to the first fight, drug testing was a big sticking point for Floyd, right? Is there going to be drug testing for this fight?
Yes, most likely, yes, there will be. And Floyd always likes to work with USADA, so it'll likely be USADA.
Terrific. And with also the purse split was a big one too. Did you feel the negotiations were a lot easier this time around?
I wouldn't say the negotiations were easier. I would say that they were, you know, in something like this, nothing is easy. It takes a lot of time. It was months of negotiations. But again, they're being rational people on all sides. And Netflix and Everwonder being great partners, we were able to get it done. So it was not easy. It was not hard. There was a lot of other things around this that made, you know, life very challenging for me. But specifically pertaining to this event, because of all of these additional moving parts and the timing of it.
This fight is going to be a legitimate fight with rules and testing. It now remains to be seen which fighter can prove his body can cope with the punches and beating in the ring come fight night. But what do you think about Floyd's return to the ring against Manny Pacquiao? Can beat Pacman a second time, or will the Filipino boxer finally take his revenge? Let me know in the comments. That's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned and we will catch you in the next video.